You are live. You are live. I'm not even one viewer. I'm not putting it nowhere. I'm not advertising it or anything. This is just a live chat. This is a live chat that needs to, so it can be recorded finger. So it can be recorded and put on finger. Well, I didn't want that on YouTube, but I don't actually really care if people talking about it. My mate Bobby, can you believe this? What's going on, my Bobby? So Joe, the little conversation I had with Joe this morning. Do you know what? I'm glad I did it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed sitting and have a chat to Joe. Joe's a good lad, and it's funny because episode 1 of the Joe and sad man. I don't even think this is going to be. You're gonna have to bear me. If anyone is watching this live, it's more for later viewing. Yeah, you're gonna have to bear with me because I'm finally. The only times I've been able to deal with all this with Bobby is when I'm stoned, I promise you. So every morning I'm waking up and going to the dentist, the vets, and I'm fucking the saddest, stressed most I've been. And then when I get the news that, yesterday, they told me he couldn't have any more visitors after his surgery because he was like finished. So I was like, right, I can get stoned. And then boom, that's when I can actually process how horrendous it was. Get stoned and chill out. When I'm not stoned, I'm the person ever over Bobby. Can't believe it. My dog. Never thought. Do you know what I said? Yeah, I said last year. It would have been 2 years ago now. 2 years ago, yeah. So I'd never had a dog. I was allergic to dogs when I had my life. Yeah. This is just a Bobby seance, basically. Even though we think he's going to make it through, we hope he's going to make it through. There's there's kind of like what I'm trying to think. Less pressure doing this when you know you haven't posted it anywhere, so it's just people are going to watch it later, and you're not having to. Does that matter? I don't even know what I'm trying to say. This is nice. This is chilly and fluid. I feel like I'm chatting to this cough. See, the reason why I've got this cough, part of the reason why this cough exists, and what's happened with Bobby. Obviously, the cough is one of these things that doesn't make it to the live chat. This is for the live chat. The cough, the Newcastle crash, all these are for the live chat. Yeah. See, I can't remember what he was even saying. Anytime I do this on voice notes all the time. Do you know where you what's it called? You hold a voice note when you're stoned, you start talking, and then you're 100% people who are listening to this have done this. You hold the voice note and you're listening to it, yeah. And then when you what was I saying then? Yeah, you're recording the voice note, and then halfway through the voice note, you forget what you were saying. Does that make sense? You forget what you were saying. So, what was the whole point of any of this? Oh, I was talking about Bobby. My Bobby. Can you believe that with Bobby? Can't believe it. I obviously fucking can't believe what he's talking about. It's been my life for fucking 2 days. The worst thing ever, my little Bobby. That's what I was saying about Joe. Yeah, so obviously, yeah, it was a weird one because Joe is my mate, and we'd set it up a week ago, and people are going to join this and be thinking why? I've not put it anywhere. It's not supposed to be a fucking live chat. It's not supposed to be a live chat where people actually think it's supposed to just be a thing. I'm just talking into the thing, but it records it automatically. What was I saying? And there's not, but because I'm not, these don't work unless you have people in here though, because this ain't going to work. 1 minute, let me just put finger. Because people remind me what I'm saying and I forget what I'm saying. No, I'll stick to it. It'll be all right. It's all right, good. What was I saying? This is why I need people. This was a terrible idea. I was just talking about Bobby, my little dog. Yeah, saddest thing ever. So, the thing with Joe, we'd set it up a week ago, and he was like, "We don't have to do it." And when I went to see Bobby this morning, it was not he went into theatre yesterday, and then he came out, and then so when he went into theatre, so they never rang me. The vet said to me, no news is good news. So if any vets listening, I'm guessing that's a thing, innit? Not because they're busy. I understand it. It's basically, I think it's let us do our job. You know, when sometimes people go to the vets I see it when I've been seeing it the last couple of days, and people are like, you know, on them all the time, ringing them and like asking them all questions and ringing and checking up and all that. I get that. They're just trying to do the job. So they said no news is good news. So they said yesterday by 1 o'clock, like if he's not ready for surgery by 1, he's going to be like, it's going to have been too long. Do you know what I mean? Like there's too much gone wrong with him to be left that long without surgery. So I'm in the gym at 1 thinking like they're going to ring me soon and then I can just go off and meet her. Don't get a phone call. Then it gets to like half. No, it gets to 2. I said, I'm going to ring him at 2 because I still don't want to be that. I've visited him every day he's been there. I went in the morning both days. But I still want to be that. But I don't want to be the person who's like, you know, when you're ringing and they're all like, I understand what they're saying. And I get that people ask, like, it's the worst thing. This is, honestly, if I hadn't experienced that with my dad a couple of years ago, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I used to always front at me and be like, I said that to Jordan. I used to always front at me and be like, oh, if something like that happened to my dog, like, I love my dog. And but there's no way we're paying all that money and all this. But I'm going to be paying all that money to get my dog. Like, honestly, when I seen him today, when I went and visited him this morning, it was like the day after surgery and that. Because I think he had quite a bad night. And the mad dogs, aren't they? They're so like sick how he wags his little tail, stood up and seen me, like, come to me. I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's just, last night you're thinking, I can't believe it. And then I seen him today and it's like, can't believe he's alive. This is, if there's ever any proof that people, all my mates know, anyone will back me up. Any of my mates will back me up, yeah, on Bobby. This is what this live chat basically is. That's why I don't want viewers in here. I feel like I lost my way for about a couple of minutes then. This is live chat. It's just a fucking sales for Bobby. Bigging up Bobby. All my mates, any of my mates will tell you, yeah, any of them who's met Bobby, all of them, I was fucking, so, story, one of my favourite stories about Bobby, yeah, and there's all the people, this is why, say like, look at this, yeah, how bad it is. Look how many messages I've got. And honestly, if anyone thinks I'm being ignorant, I promise you I'm not. But look, right, sorry if your name goes on this, but there's 2 people watching it now. Like, look, seriously, I don't even know how you do it. Like, these are all unread. Can't do it. Literally, it goes all the way. I don't even know how you would ask this to tell you. I'm still scrolling down. Look, I'm on 1 day. Keep scrolling. 1 day, any news, like, I know Bobby's in a popular dog because, like, from my social media and that, or I don't know, I've got a lot of mates and that, but never thought I'd get that many messages. Like, literally, I don't know. I will reply to everyone, but once everything's settled, I'll take it. So obviously, I'll get JJ tomorrow, and once everything's settled, at back end of the week, I'll sit down and I will. Anyone who's ever messaged me about this and the whole week, I will reply to everyone. And if you've messaged me, you will say at the end of this, yeah, honestly, I love it. I'm so happy. But when he was 18 weeks, yeah, this is how sick this dog is. My Bobby, mate, my Bobby. This is how sick he is. When he was about 8 weeks old, not 8 weeks old, 18 weeks old, 18 weeks old. How old was he? When can you start walking? 10 months. Do you know what? I'll find the date. How old he was. I'll find the exact date because do you know Amazon Photos? Yeah, this is a thing, right? This is this is why I thought, do you know what? Go on and do one because I'll just get off topic and start taking my mind off things. Amazon Photos, yeah, is something that I got. Amazon told me that I could get just in an email, and I thought, oh, that's mad. If you pay for Amazon Prime, get Amazon Photos. It automatically saves all your photos from your phone to Amazon to just some, like, I don't know, free database thing. It means even though I've like broke phones and shit, I can go back. What was I looking for then? Bobby, when he did that mountain. So we were all, it was just as mountains were coming in fashion, we all did a mountain, yeah. All me and my mates, loads of us. It was properly arranged. You had to meet at this spot, yeah. So I just got Bobby. That's why obviously he had to have a babysitter. So you think usually a dog, I'd just leave him in the house. Who was that young? He had to have a babysitter, right? He couldn't be in the house on his own all day. So my mum said to me, I asked her last minute, can you have him? And she was like, yeah, I can have Bobby, but you have to drop him off by 9 in the morning, yeah? Or because we're going to the mum's got chickens, and that's whatever that day was. Oh, I'm going to fucking can't search and tell the story at the same time, and I get sidetracked. So, Bobby, what a dog. So she said, I'm going getting stuff for the chickens, whatever, at this farm. I think it was like Birmingham or something. I'm leaving at 9. If you drop him off by 9, I'll have him. We'll have him all day. He can just be in the car with us and that, whatever. Do come to the farm and that. But we'll leave it at 9 because as people, the few people who watch these live chats know, I am never on time ever. I'm always late. Yeah. So my mum and dad will, and sister, but my mum and dad and my close friends and that will put a stamp on everything. They'll be like, you need to just put like a, I'm gonna cry. I've just I'm trying to find the picture of us on the wall, and I've ended up at the picture that I had to choose one of my puppies. Right, hang on. Yeah, tell you what. Here's a game for everyone. The people who are watching it later, right? Shall I review the right? It's an interactive game in the game. Yeah, would see. This is why if I'd have advertised this and had people in the thingies, it would have been good. But it's working. Right. If you're playing that now, which one of them do you reckon is Bobby? My little Bobby Boo. Which one do you reckon? Yeah. The close friends will know, and maybe by me asking the question, you'll think, I'll show you a picture of Bobby. Right, so hang on. Not the hospital picture. My Bobby, man. Honestly, I will walk I'm gonna go for the whole story of everything about Bobby because I feel like only me and my little dog could get savaged in this way. Like, so hang on. Did I tell the story in the thing? I don't care if I did anyway. There's Bobby, right? So there's Bobby. Yeah. Right. Interactive game. Which one of the puppies do you reckon he is? I'm going to give you, because I've not got anyone in here, because I'm going to give it 5 seconds, right? And I'll show you which one he is. That's Bobby. Black, mate. I paid more for the black dog, right? 250 quid more for the black dog. Look at this, right? I won't even lie about it. Look, that's the dog. That's Bobby, the Bobby I bought. We all joke about it, me and my mates. Black Bobby. Well, the bit I used to joke about it the most, I'm not mates with, Black Bobby, yeah? We always say about how sick Black Bobby was because I bought this dog. Look at him. Look how black he was. That was Bobby. That is now that. No word of a lie. Right. I used to, I wanted a dog so that I could put pictures of him on back in the day when I bought Bobby on my Snapchat and my fucking Instagram and shit and call him my nigger. That's what I honestly, you might think it sounds ridiculous and childish, whatever, but it was. So what? That's why I bought a black dog, and it'd be like my nigger, and that's what I would say to my little dog because that's what he would be. So that's what I bought. I could definitely say it to that, and I did. I used to say it to him when he was a puppy. I promise you, and it's not. Don't know why. It's not like a weird thing or anything. I just don't do it. I don't say it. I don't say it to him. I don't say it to him now. Don't put it. No one has ever since he went white. Seen me put a caption of Bobby on the thing. Where is it? What am I looking for now? I'm looking for the picture of. What was I looking for? Oh, there is the walk with Bobby. What is it? That can't be. That's a different walk. That's February. I'm saying I'm sure it's on me. It'll be on my Instagram. I must have posted a picture at the top of the thing. The hill. I can't remember what the mountain's called. I'm like one of them people who say, "Yeah, I'll climb a mountain," but like I don't really know what the mountain's called. Not really know what it signifies. Like if it's an important thing, if it's like I just go, "Yeah, I'll come up that mountain." When I tell you the mountain, will you know it? I remember posting the thing about the mountain, like a funny one. Or did I not? Was I just tagged in a funny one? I feel like it was around about this time. Nah, I definitely posted something up there. Can't find it, you know. What was the whole point of this? What was the whole point of this anyway? What was he even saying? No, I definitely did. And anyway, so he's about 18 weeks old, Bobby, right? When I'm not, do you know what? I'm not giving up. I know this is terrible for the people who are listening to it, but I'm not giving up on this. I can find this. There's Bobby, right? Where's that? Is it that one? There we go. Found it. So, March. I love that thing, yeah. March, and he's born in September. So, September, October, November, December. I suppose, yeah, 6 months, 7-month-old puppy, yeah, I suppose. Maybe, I was thinking weeks, but yeah, so 7 months he is, right? And we went to the Roaches Peak District. What's that? It ended up being, I'll never forget it, it's terrible. I honestly, for the next 3 days after it, he was just lying around in the house, just like not sad, just tired, just like knackered. I thought he was gonna go. It ended up being 47 kilometers. Right, he was about 7 months old. So at the end of it, yeah, this is why all my mates love him, right, and why Bobby is fucking forever the goat dog. At the end of where I was worrying, but obviously if he'd have been tired and I carried him, there was no issue of him dying. If he'd ever got tired and I carried him, he didn't want to get picked up once. He hated it when he had to get put on the lead through the whole walk. He's the sickest dog in the world, right? So then at the end of it, a football gets put, comes out. Do you remember? Oh, and this, I should have advertised this. Do you remember when anyone who watches this, who was someone who was at the walk, who knows they might have been in this now, and said, yeah, I remember that when, so the last hour of the walk, yeah, imagine this, yeah, the last hour of that walk, do you know when you start like just checking you've got everything? I realised I've not got my car keys on me. So imagine that, right? I've just done it, so it ended up being 47k, yeah, this walk, or wherever we did all these things. So I had to drop Bobby off by 9, but I went out the night before, so I missed the drop-off point at 9, so I'm rough. The first thing I do when I get out the car with my dog and to meet all my mates is be sick, yeah, spewing everywhere, right? So spewed all the way up there anyway. So imagine that, yeah, I've spewing, I've got my dog. The last hour, right, of that walk, they'll all say it, they're all retail, sorry, Louis and everything. What's it called? I realised I've lost my car keys. So then in my head, I'm thinking, did I leave the car keys near the car or have I lost them on this walk? Imagine the two differences. Imagine like how much different your life is if you didn't leave the car keys and you've lost them on this mountain. You're not going to find them. You have to wait there for hours. You're fucking just do it. You're not going to be able to get out of your car or in your car. And anyway, out of nowhere, we somehow end up with a football. And while we're all stood around the top, everyone stood around the, so the car keys were in the car. Thank God. When we all get around the cars, I'm looking at the things now, the outtake. So this is that was the picture that we all got at the top of it, right? And how good does it look, yeah? And like normal, watch the outtakes, mate. You could barely stay up there. Like you literally, you had to like force yourself to get up there, and then you were like tensing to get a picture and then releasing. Bobby up there, mate, at fucking 7 months old. And then we found a football, and while we're all just like debriefing and chilling, and like everyone's like legs are sore, there's fucking people, some people are just stood in like slides and that, took all the shoes off. Bobby's running around while everyone's kicking this ball, chasing the ball, running after it, mate. The best ever, sickest gangster dog of all time. You will never get a better dog than Bobby, ever. My first dog, I didn't know, I got told, well, not got told, I was allergic to dogs, and so all my life I just thought I was allergic to dogs, and then someone told me about hypoallergenic. I didn't even know they existed. It was a Scouser as well. A Scouser on holiday told me about hypoallergenic dogs. And I looked into them and all, and I thought, never going to be able to have a big dog because the big hypoallergenic dogs are not good. You know what I mean? Like Rottweilers are good dogs. I say Rottweilers won't do this. This man. Right, get this, yeah. So I feel like this could only happen to me, right? So this is what's happened with Bobby here. A guy, and I'll be honest, the owner's been sound about it. I don't know how, I'm starting to feel much differently than I felt the other day though, because I still think like, but the owner, yeah, he was having his dog robbed. In my opinion, he was having his dog robbed, yeah. So he's showed me all the screenshots. I've had like screenshots of like 20 things of where this Asian guy, right, has said he can. The guy's trying to rehome his dog because he's got kids, and the dog. I'm not going to put any names and nothing else, but the guy's got dogs, got kids, and his dogs are Belgian. What is it, Belgium? Oh, this is why then people can give me the name of the dog back. This was a terrible idea. Belgium Malinois, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it again, but whatever that one is, the Belgian big fuck. Because I thought it was a fucking Alsatian or a what's it called? I said German Shepherd. That's what I said. I said a German Shepherd. And he was like, "No, I ain't got it." Because so what's happened is we're on the loop lines, yeah, me and Bobby, right? And do you know what's the saddest part of it this year? And I know obviously it's like, oh, but what this, and this. Bobby should never ever have been there, right? So I walked for 1.2 kilometers on the walk. Yeah, what I was doing a 10k. Originally, I was going to do a 10k walk. Yeah, I thought I was going to do a 10k walk because I couldn't be asking in the gym. So I thought, let's take Bobby. JJ just gone home. JJ goes home at 12. Went home at 12 on Thursday. I thought, right, take Bobby on a nice long walk. I can't be asked going to the gym, so I thought, let's go and do a 10k walk, yeah. No, sorry, I'm lying. I'm talking nonsense. I was taking Bobby on a 5k walk, so I could go to the gym, right? It was during the walk that I became lazy. Sorry. So this is why I don't have a charge. I am not, I promise you, anyone tell you, I always have portable chargers on me, always. My phone never dies. There's never been a maybe. Do you know how people say, "Oh, did Mr. Flight phone die?" Whatever. Honestly, on one hand, I can count how many times my phone's died in my life. Like my phone does not die on me. I'm not one of the people who lets his phone die. Because I was doing the 5k, I never had a battery pack. I didn't take a battery pack to for the walks. I was just going to do the short walk, 5k on the loop lines. It's a nice little walk. You get to this little thing where you can go left or right to the road. You just turn around and come back. Yes, it's a nice walk. Me and Bobby do it all the time. So I went on it anyway. When it gets to the 5k, I'm thinking on that like 2.5, whatever, it's 2.7, it's 5.2k, 2.7. I'm thinking, I can't be asked going to the gym. The whole walk, I'm thinking my knees are in. Can I be asked going running 10k and then swimming and the whole 3 hours or whatever it is? I thought, nah, I can't be asked going to the gym. So I thought, why don't we just fucking walk, do a proper long walk? Bobby's loving the walk, I'm loving the walk, right? So I'm going to get upset again. I will not cry on this. So I just thought, fuck it, let's just keep walking. Just keep walking. So so we did, just kept walking. And then the loop lines, I've been doing that walk. Me and mate used to do that walk with Bobby. Probably done it 100 times. I would say 100 times, like over 100 times, especially in like lockdown and that. But what we would do is we drive, we're Falmouth boys, do you know what I mean? It's rough as fuck. The loop lines at the Falmouth part, till you get to a certain point, are rough as fuck. I do them when I'm walking, like as I was with Bobby. But but if you want to do it where you want to like make a nice day of it, we drive to Roe Green, park the car in Roe Green, and then jump on the loop lines and do the little 2.5k to Monton, back to the car. It's 5k walk. You get all the nice bits at the bottom bit, yeah. But the top half, obviously, because fucking what's happened at the top half. So the top half is the rough part. So I'm getting upset. So we was walking up loop lines anyway. So we get to the 5k mark, not 5k, the turnaround for a 5k mark, and I think, fuck it, let's go far. And I even look at these. How would I bring them up? Do I go? Do you know what? Someone who uses Instagram stories so much, I'm terrible. Archives, story. Not putting anything about Bobby on, but what did I put now? Look at this, yeah. So look how nice the day started. Bobby and the dog. Let me just put do not disturb on. I just had a mad message. Look, sad. Right, watch. Look, I put walked from the Rocket Park to where I usually park to do the posh part of the loop lines. I've got to do the same now uphill, and it's 7.52k I'd walked in an hour and a half, and that's where we usually park here. Never ever in my life have I walked that far down, right? So then I fucking turn around, and think, well, I'll walk back. And do you know what's another thing as well? But this doesn't really like classify as like the because I thought, I didn't go to Monton, that's 10k. That'd be like I've done a 10k, but I didn't. I don't feel like I would have done anyway. But anyway, so I turn around anyway. I'm thinking, right, I'm getting a 15k walk back. Like it's gonna be a 15k walk. Come back. So I would never been that far before. And then as I'm starting to like starting to get back, and it gets to like 10, I've like walked like 10k and that. I realised my phone's dying. My phone goes onto and do you know what's the annoying point? I waited till I got to 9%. I waited till I got to 9% to like do anything about it. I put my fucking battery on low battery mode and fucking put my tunes. And this is what makes me sad again. Put my tunes on and I started power walking to the car, thinking we'll just get back to the car now. I've been walking for fucking ages anyway. Don't want my phone to die. And then fucking in the distance, I just see this fucking guy with a fucking balaclava on, right? Videoing this fucking dog doing all this mad, like not really doing mad shit, but like just running around him and shit. Because when he came, I was screaming in his face, going, "Boy, you had him off the lead. I seen you. You was fucking playing with him." And he was going, "Oh, I wasn't, bro." Like blind to my face, saying he bit through the lead and all this. I'm like, the lead is fucking there. You've got him on the lead now. He had him off the lead. What the guy doesn't know, is that I'd seen him that was like the third time I'd seen him. So Bobby runs off to dogs. He runs off to all dogs. He loves dogs. He's the best dog in the world. Anyone will tell you because he loves dogs. He loves dogs first, then adults. But if you can't get any attention off dogs or adults, he'll love kids. Do you know what I mean? He'll even go and get attention off kids. So I pride myself on the fact that I had a dog, and this is what makes me upset again. I still hope I have that dog. I've always prided myself, on the fact that I have a dog that you can pick up and put in a room, of 10 kids, and they can terrorize it as much as they want in a kid's party, and the dog will never bite anyone. Pride myself on having a dog like that. I feel like I remember reading from back in the day a tweet from Steve, my mate, who's got a cute fluffy dog, and he said something about it. It was some tweet that resonated about big vicious dogs off leads with his dog, and saying his dog doesn't need to be on the lead. But I can't remember it. I remember thinking, he's right, and it is. So I've lost my fucking train of thought. Fuck's sake. But it's all the guys. So I see this fucking guy, obviously at this point. But the reason why, so I shout Bobby from going over because usually if a dog's off a lead and Bobby's running, I let him go. This dog's not in the lead. I shout Bobby over because the guy's got a balaclava on. Right. That's why I'm thinking that's a bit weird. So I shouted Bobby. I said, Bobby, come here. So he runs over to me. I put him on his lead. Everyone in here, I'm used to how we used to talk. People who watch this back, are going to be like, Bobby is never on a lead. They'll tell you I never am on a lead. Look at I could never show the video on this, and I haven't put it on my story, but obviously a few of my people have seen the actual fucking video of Bobby. The lead's on. He's on his lead, right? That which also makes me even more upset because I think, imagine if I hadn't put him off the lead, he might have been able to run off. Do you know what I mean? He might have been able to escape. So I seen the guy, and every part of the story I've told to people, like the receptionist at the vets, they were like, that's when I heard this Belgium name for the dog, because I was saying Alsatian, and she corrected me because of what I told the story. This guy was videoing this dog 100%. So if I ever find him, and he's probably deleting everything, obviously, he's fucking decided to start going missing. He was videoing the dog, and the dog was just running after him and stuff. And he was telling the owner the dog was being aggressive to him, but until it seen Bobby, he wasn't biting or anything. He sent a picture, said that the dog bit me, and the dog hadn't bit him at all. He was lying. The dog had not bit him. I said, if that's a fucking picture from now, you have to understand people. If you grew up in Bolton, right? Some Asians will have white people off all the time. Certain Asians who will terrorize and have white people off all the time. This is an example of what it is. They were stealing his dog. He was fucking getting rid of his dog because it's too aggressive around his kids. These have started sending him all fit. When I'm reading through the messages, I'm thinking, I appreciate that, like, this is you've just been had off here, but how have you fell for this? And why am I and my dog suffering because you fell for this? Anyway, this Asian guy's turned up for this dog with no lead. To be fair, the owner says he's seen all the screenshots, and the guy sends him an Instagram. If you follow for an Instagram with 5 followers, I don't know what to say, but guy sends him an Instagram. It shows me the screenshots from the Instagram, the advert, everything, fake website, blah, blah, blah. He got had off quite well. They did had him off. I wouldn't have fell for it, and I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have fell for it, but the guy fell for it, but he got had off. This guy probably couldn't believe his luck. He just walked and got this thing past this dog to him for free and was getting off of it, and he had it off the lead. And then, so I see him, and the guy's in a balaclava. And I'm thinking, this is a bit weird. So I stopped, put Bobby on the lead, and just like took it slow. And then we got like out of sight of him. So I started walking. He got out of sight of us, so I started walking. So they hadn't seen us. And then within about like maybe 30 seconds, we'd like caught him up a little bit more. So I stopped again and had a drink. I had my little Glastonbury flask thing. So I stopped again and had a drink. But then the next, like, waited a second. And then by the next time you walk, it's like the loop lines bend sometimes. So it goes around a bend. And the second me and Bobby became visible on the bend, the dog was at like the top of the hill. Boom, just came at us. Just grabbed Bobby. So the worst thing, and I know, and I don't care if I get fucking terrorized for it or whatever. So obviously what you should think to do. So when he's run over, I'm stupidly, I don't know, I've never happened to me before. I didn't like run away or do anything straight away. You don't know. Bobby runs over to dogs all the time, and I don't ever just like, Bobby sprints at dogs and you laugh because he's fluffy. Well, like, you don't laugh at that. We laugh because he's fluffy, but that's what a big dog would look like sprinting towards Bobby, and then they stop, they slam on, and they fucking sniff each other. Do you know what I mean? Like I will probably know. It'll probably change me. I don't discriminate on dogs. I've had mates who've had Rottweilers. Fucking families have Rottweilers, like big dogs, big massive dogs that would not hurt a fly, that would sprint towards another dog, slam on and sniff. My mate, one of my fucking best mates now, his dog, obviously it's died now, Billy, an Alsatian, wouldn't have, like, was a good dog. Do you know what I mean? Like, wasn't the greatest dog, to be fair, but it wouldn't do shit like that. Do you know what I mean? So like, I didn't think it was gonna happen, and it bit him, and I fucking picked Bobby, bite with the thing, picked Bobby up, and the dog fucking ripped it at my hand, straight ripped it out. It was horrible. It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm not exaggerating. Imagine that dog. I can't play the video of the actual dog that I've got because the guy's name's on the thing, not the video of the attack, the dog. Imagine whatever they're called, Belgium fucking, knocks me sick every time I Google them. Belgium. So this guy's trying to rehome his dog, yeah. And this Asian guy said, yeah, we train dogs. He's like, said to him, oh, you're going to turn up. I've seen the text. He says, you're going to turn up in a van with a crate or a car with a crate. And the guy's like, well, my business partner's in France picking up another dog. Do you know what I mean? He's in France picking up another dog. So I'm going to come on foot. Turns up on foot. At what point do you, like, the owner's been sound. He's helped with everything. Like, never blanked me. Give me anything I've asked for, every information, all that stuff. But at what point is it like, so the guy's turned up with no lead. The owners have to give him his lead, and the owner said to him, like, do never have this dog off the lead. Like, I've never had him off the lead ever. He doesn't ever go off the lead. I've seen the message where, like, he doesn't go off the lead. The guy said, oh, he was going to take him on the train. He was like, you cannot take him on the train, from the owner. And fucking hell, man, it gets me upset, this. And then the worst bit is, yeah, so when I'm on the phone to the owner, this is afterwards, I've not said nothing about the balaclava. I hadn't even thought about it. And he goes, he didn't have that fucking stupid balaclava on, did it? And I went, oh, yeah, what? And I'm thinking, why would you give your dog? And he went, no, so what happened is, and it's hard, like, so what's happened is the guy's turned up not with balaclava on, obviously, and he's got the dog off him, he's given the lead. But then, because the guy's telling him he's going to be doing this, they're taking this, they're rehoming this dog and going to make it do security dog training and all this. He said he's gone to do the school run, yeah. So Bobby gets attacked at 3:05. He's gone to do the school run at maybe say like quarter to, I don't know, whatever time. And said he saw him walking the dog with balaclava on. And I'm thinking in my head, well, why did you not pull over and say, give me my fucking dog back? But he's like, but I was on the school run and like the dog was walking with him, like, so, and you're thinking if the guy who was robbing his dog set up a fake dog Instagram training account, do you know what I mean? So like you probably think, well, people sometimes security do that, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm a cunt if you blame the owner, but what can you do? Anyway, and yeah, fucking savaged him. Bad. But he's the sickest dog ever. I've had three vets because, like, I feel like, I don't know if, you know what's making me upset? Yeah, right, is I'm reading all the reviews about this vet that he's in now, and it's making me, like, think about some of the stuff that's going on. Like, I think it is all true as well. I don't think they speak to each other. The thingy, like, I don't know what not the actual ones who do the vet stuff, the, like, carers are sort of like nurses compared to doctors. I don't know what they're called, what the difference is in a veterinary, but, like, the nurses, so to speak, they're lovely, yeah. Like, they obviously love Bobby and that, but I feel like the thingies don't speak because all three of them at first were letting me down, like, softly, but not knowing I'd seen how bad it was. They were like you do need to let you know, like, it was, and I'm like, yeah, I know. And then I'm thinking, which I understand the first one has to, but then, like, by the third one, should they not have all told each other? Like, he's been told, you know, once already, and he's seen it, so he knows. You don't have to keep breaking it to him that it's a very slim chance Bobby's going to live, because I know, because I've been told by the first one, and the second one, right, okay, them two didn't speak, that's fine, maybe not. Then to be told by a third one, I'm like, yeah, I know, I fucking saw it, I was there, I know how bad it was. And then the bill, mate, oh my God. So, I'm one of them people, mate. I'll always have pet insurance and things like that because you're stupid if you don't. But then I'm now thinking, what's the point in having it? Pet insurance covers £4,000. And the bill's at £8,000 now. £8,000 now. If he gets out, no. If he leaves the hospital, if he leaves the vets, no. He's going to be in there for days, however long now. What's the point in that? So what was the point in having insurance? And get this, yeah. So I remember I signed up to that insurance in the first year. And then I signed up for it in the first year. I looked through all my emails, and in the second year, I remember getting an email, and it was I finally looked through all my emails to get all my like fucking things in order. Obviously, I'm gonna have to do some mad insurance thing with it. Well, not mad insurance, but I'm gonna have to contact the insurance and do whatever with it. So I got all my ducks in. I looked. So I had this for a year, and I remember doing this, and then I get an email where, do you know where they try and have you off? Where they quote, where the like renewal price is like well more than the thingy price. Yeah. So I've moaned about that, and they've rang me. The company have rang me, and so I must sign up to them because then the payments have gone up a little bit. But then last year they went up 10 or more, and I remember checking them when I moved back to Bolton in April, and just left it because I'm lazy. So when I ring them and they say you've got lifetime, this is what Bobby's cover's called. Imagine this, yeah. This is what Bobby's insurance cover's called: Lifetime Superior Plus. Lifetime Superior Plus. Someone sells you that Lifetime Superior Plus. I assume he can take a nuke. I assume someone can drop a nuke on Bobby. And if someone managed to stick them together and turn him into a zombie, he's covered for Lifetime Superior Plus. What was I paying for? To cover £4,000 of a fucking, it's going to end up being £10,000. It's unreal, mate. And you know what? Luke Thomas, when he does these, this is what he says. He says, these are an extension of you. Like, if you want these to be thingy, which I still think 5 years, listen, this will be my full-time job. But you need to, speak truthfully and talk about your life and all of that, yeah? I've always said, always, if, you know, when you hear these horror stories of something happened to someone's dog and they've had to pay £5-6 whatever for it, I've always said, no, I'd never do it. I would never, ever do it. Couldn't do it. Like, you love your dog, but it's a dog. You'd do it in a heartbeat. When I seen that dog, honestly, when I went and visited Bobby this morning, yeah, and his little bag tail, I'm gonna get sad again. His little tail wagged, yeah, and he walked out his little ICU thing, and then he hadn't ate. So he hadn't ate the whole. He's not been ate the whole time he's there. And then when I got there, he came and sat on my legs with this blanket, and he ate for the first time. If you do anything for it, honestly. When I come home, Thursday, I was just shell shocked. I come home from it, yeah, and I fucking sat on the chair along to where I am now. So it's just imagine this is a breakfast bar, and I just looked forward for 2.5 hours. I was just looking forward, just thinking, what the fuck? I cannot believe that's happened. It's mad, you know, like you'll never feel more helpless in your life. I know people have been through it before. I just don't feel like, what can you do there, mate? Other than having a knife on me or a weapon or something, what could you do for that dog? I was volleying it whilst trying to drag Bobby out of its mouth. Still can't believe the guy. What I'll never forgive that guy for, yeah. First of all, lying, the fake names, everything he's done, the fake names on the scene, trying to give me a fake number, the lying on the thing, the lying over the text, the fact that he lied to the owner to get the owner to take the dog back, all the lies about the fact that he now thinks he can go missing and that, yeah. The fact that, the one thing that I won't forgive him for, yeah, is when he finally, bear in mind, he didn't run after the dog at first. And when he started to bite Bobby, I said, what the fuck are you doing? Come and get your dog. And he started running. When he got there, for about 2-3 seconds, while I'm fucking fighting a dog and trying to save my dog, he was backing away from the dog. He was scared of the dog. He was backing away from it. Yeah, that's one thing, no matter what, I'll never forgive that guy for, because he was scared of it. And I said, get your fucking dog. And he went, and do you know what he said? He never even got it straight away. He went, it's not my dog. Do you think I gave a fuck whose dog it is? And he grabbed it by a collar. And by that point, he pulls it into the fucking, if you've been the loop lines, there's like a nice walk path and there's like either side things. He's pulled it onto the thing, and it didn't let go because he pulled it. It let go because it was fucking bored of Bobby. Right? And then he put it on the lead. And I've said this to Joe before, and I've said this to people, and I even said it to the owner, and I maintain this. And this is what it kind of backs up what the owner's been saying about his dog. I said it to the person, to the two people in the car who took me, to the two strangers who fucking, this is all going off. I'm screaming at this guy. So the only time the dog started to get annoyed, started to get aggressive again, is a woman came with 2 big fluffy dogs. This is, again, why have I not posted this? All I did with this live, because I didn't want people to take me off. I want to just talk about Bobby. I don't want people to ask me things in the chat. But now when I'm thinking of things, what was the girl called on Twitter who lost loads of weight and had 2 dogs, the 2 big fluffy dogs? They were massive fluffy things. They're not aggressive fluffy things. They're nice fluffy things. Anyway, this some woman had 2 of these dogs walking down the loop lines, and she's like, and then they started barking at that dog, and then it barked back, right? So I'm screaming at this guy, like, you just fucking killed my dog and all this, and he's lying and then trying to get out of it, and then I'm saying like, you better ring. I'm saying, get my number now, One Bell my number, because he tried to give me his number. It was 10 fucking digits. So then I said, ring One Bell my number right now. The people around me were saying, yeah, you better do it, because he was trying to say, I need to ring somebody first, and then everyone's going, nah, ring the number. But then obviously eventually we're all like, you have to go away with the dog, because then there was a few more dogs coming, and that dog was obviously a finger. Where was that? No one here to fucking tell me what I was up to. And he's just lied. I don't know, the guys lied about everything. My Bobby, man. Bobby, yeah, sickest dog you can ever have. I've never had a dog, like I said before, my first dog. When Meg was pregnant, she'll tell you, Bobby used to, like, if I was in the house, Bobby would follow her around and sleep next to her. So we had 2 dogs at the time, Bobby and Arlo. And Bobby, when JJ came home from the hospital, Bobby slept for like the first 3 months next to his Me Too crib. Slept there. Arlo just slept where he usually used to sleep. Arlo wasn't horrible to JJ or anything, but Bobby slept next to his Me Too crib. They're like best mates. Like the amount of times like Bobby has alerted me to things that JJ is doing, or the amount of times like the first. So there's a perfect example. JJ, the first thing JJ went in this house, JJ wakes up with our little routine. He goes, I say, you want to say hello to the world? And he opens his curtains and says, hello, world. And then he turns around and he goes, where's Bobby? And then you just it's like Bobby waits, because maybe Bobby can't be asked getting out of bed. Bobby doesn't follow me into JJ's room. He waits till JJ says, where's Bobby? And then you just hear, the little collar shake. And then Bobby comes in and he goes, oh, Bobby. And I fucking take him out of his cot, because the house I live in, the stairs are fucking so steep. Take him out of the cot and they run off together. Like run into my room. And then there's best friends from there. That's what I even said to the guy. I was like, what am I going to tell my finger? But the owner. What do you do with the owner? But Bobby, man, the best dog ever. Honestly, you'll never have a dog like it ever. Anyone will tell you he loves dogs, he loves people. I was saying that, I said when I do this, don't make sure it's just not all just about Bobby. Make sure I've put in the feed, make sure there's fucking title race talk. I can't talk about title race talk. I just care about Bobby. Title race. I was trying to explain that to Joe though about the title race. Oh, Bobby, man. Worst thing you know. I'm glad I'm not crying in here, and I didn't cry with Joe, but I have people have heard me crying and see me crying, but cried so much. Do you know what I feel like I don't cry about? Because it's not soft to cry. I wouldn't say that, but I don't think I cry about things. I think more lads will cry about how sad something is, and I only really seem to cry when I tell the story. Like, this is stoned, so it's terrible. When I feel like, I don't know if I've been crying more stoned or not stoned. No, because I tell the story and when I tell the story in like a proper order to someone who asks, speak like a proper friend and explain it, I think that's when I get upset. The worst I cried? It's mad because when it happened, I feel like I didn't cry at first because I was just like in shock. And then so I was screaming at the guy and I'm holding Bobby against me, holding Bobby close to me when I seen how big the thing was. And like in the car, I'm like talking to the 2 people who took me there. They're the best. Two random people on the top of the loop lines. I'm in contact with them and that, yeah. She shouts down like, there's been a dog attack. She heard it from the top, yeah. Said you heard a dog scream. They're not, because the first noise when it got Bobby was horrible. And there was like, come on, we'll take you to a vet. And they just fucking threw me in the car, took me to the vet. Sad, man. They have been asking questions, but what was I saying to them? What a dog. Can't ask for a better dog. I'll put him on the finger. We were supposed to be going to a thingy as well on Monday. I had a triage booked for me for my birthday, for me, JJ and Bobby. Because we went there for JJ's birthday to like this little treehouse. And I booked it again and fucking can't go now. Do you know what though? The guy, fucking nice guy. Like I said, so I messaged him today saying, listen, we're not going to be coming, so you can relist it if you want on Airbnb. I don't expect a refund. I understand if like some people rely on it, like you rely on it. Like people ask me sometimes for refunds. If something like this, what I would give it them, but like some people like say like, oh, our plans are cancelled. Like I know we can't. And I think I actually do need the money. Do you know what I mean? If you did, like I said, I don't expect anything, and he refunded the whole amount. Nice guy, Tim, and I will stay there again. I'll book it again. I'll book a couple of days when Bobby's back. I ain't fit. But this is technically a live chat. It's a love letter to my Bobby, the best dog. Honestly, anyone who's met him, that's how you know all the messages. People are these. I bet you most of these people who have met Bobby, like I literally met him before. When I come home, the neighbour was crying her eyes out. People love him. He's a lovely, nice, popular dog. Sad. Everyone's fucking watched him grow up through my fucking me posting him all the time. But what I was trying to explain to Joe is they forgot, right? City have forgot how good it is to win a title because they've won so many. We haven't won so many. We fucking. It's hard to go from Bobby to this. We haven't won so many. I've waited for this. This is what I wanted all my life. Let me tell you my life. And when I say I wanted this all my life, I can't. Growing up in Bolton, mate, with United fans everywhere, they used to win the league every 2 years. Max United to go 3 years without a title. Sometimes they win them back to back. Sometimes they win doubles. Don't really remember the first treble. I feel like the reason why I don't really remember the first treble, I feel like it's because my first proper season going and like taking it all in, because it was like the first year when I actually started going, like I got a ticket and that was the treble year. So because that was the first year, I'd been to games, loads of games before that, but like, you know, sporadically, your dad takes to a game, you get tickets, that's when I got my own ticket, yeah. Was the treble year. So anything before that, I feel like I wasn't that connected to football because I wasn't going there, but then I picked it up the year after the treble, so I don't feel like this, but all through my childhood and anyone in here, and I've said it on all these, I've said it on 5 of these, the title means more towards Wolves, I promise you. You Scousers just won't get it. You mean more, not even. Orange juice, so I knew because, as I said to on the thing with Joe about my little tango scam, I only had a little bit of Pepsi left, and I thought there's no way that Pepsi will last me. So I have been drinking little ice, waiting for the little bits of ice finger, and I've got orange juice. Do you know what? I did this all through lockdown, and people picked it up, and people still doing it. No one here, obviously, because I keep forgetting that I purposely made it like this. I always make cordial and freeze it, and then have like an icy cordial all day. I've waited for this all my life, right? And the last one, no one can ever in the world take away what the last title was to us. It was a real, proper, official title, yeah? Because we were 26 points. Like Joe, that's what people say. People just let off the steam, didn't they? What are you talking about, mate? The gap got less. Football came back after COVID, and the gap got less. The gap didn't get bigger. We didn't kick on, and we suffered from COVID. Our league time. If you think, right, we don't win, we draw to Burnley. Did we draw to Burnley at home? Is that the one? We draw to Burnley, or I can't remember who it was. In the run we was on with fans in the ground, that you're absolutely out of your mind. The Arsenal games, well, we dropped points to Arsenal. No way. And with Arsenal, we dropped points to Arsenal at fucking home. In that that team with that, how horrible Anfield was week in, week out at that time. We got fucked by COVID. So that title is a title. No one can ever say we didn't win 19 titles because it's a title, but you're lying to yourself as a Liverpool fan. And plus, because maybe not now, because I'm banned and I can't go to the games, but then I was as big a red as anyone. I'm not better than anyone, but I went to every game, yeah. And you're lying. It did not feel the same. We lied about it and said it felt the same. I did. I said I've won the league. I know what it's like to win the league now. I only care about Europe. That's what I was saying. That's the lies I've been peddling for the last 4 or 5 years. I've seen us, or whatever, ever since we won it. I've seen us win the league now. It ain't that good. Let's just concentrate on Europe. I only care about Europe. That's what I've been saying to myself because I didn't think we'd win the league again, right? But now we are going to win the league, so now we don't need to worry about what's happened in the past, and we don't need to worry about the fucking COVID one because we're going to feel it. But I have actually waited for this moment all my life. All my footballing life, I've waited for Liverpool to win the league. 30 years, I'm 33. The COVID one, we won it, but not for us. I'm 33. 33 next week. I'm 33 in 2 days, actually. 33 in 2 days. Shall I do another? I'll do a birthday live chat, considering all my birthday plans have now been cancelled because of some horrible bastard. Imagine when if Bobby comes home on my birthday though, Monday, that'd be perfect. I don't think he's going to come home tomorrow, even if just because the fucking vets are trying to kill me and rob me. Now I'm reading the things on I should never have opened Google about this vets. Oh my God. And it does make sense, but at this point, I just want my dog back. You know what I mean? I just want my dog in my house. Came home from the gym before. So like yesterday when I went to the gym, it was still like. Plus, I was in the gym and he was in theatre and that's something. Came home from the gym today and it was like I opened the door and there's like no, like jumping at the door, scratching, hurting your legs because his fingers are sharp. It's fucking sad, man. My house is empty and very quiet without my dog. What was I saying then? I can never ever do a live chat where I don't advertise it again because then I need the people in the comments. So you know what this means? The people that are in this, so there's 8 people watching this. This must mean you are actually YouTube. Fans of my YouTube, not fans of you must have me on YouTube. Do you know what I mean? You must have me on YouTube, not on who's even in? Can you check? It's not a thing to do, is it? You can never check. How did you know it was on? How do people know it's on if I don't tell anyone it's on? I literally just clicked go live and I've been live. How many things have I had on it? Will it tell you? Oh no, I'm on me. Hang on, watch. You can do this. You can go. How did you do it? Go live. I was on for some reason on my my YouTube thing on my laptop is always preset that whenever I type in YouTube and press enter, it opens up on the live chat we did in the airport lounge. Do you remember? When I thought that plane was on fire. I don't know why it is, but it did. How do I? Oh, I need to change the thing. So, because if I do it, it's all right anyway. Perfect. Anyone, boom. Done. I don't know that because it was this was like a last minute plan. Anyway, what I was talking about the league title? Yeah, I've waited forever for it. And I can't believe it's gonna happen. I've still not sat down and worked out where you can win it. Where is it going to be won? I'd love to win it at Anfield because obviously I can't go in the ground and I never would. So if it's at Anfield, I can watch it outside. I can when everyone comes outside Anfield and gathers around like it's a cathedral. I can be ready. I can be the first person outside ready for everyone to fucking jump out and get out. It'd be the sickest thing in the world. Ever though, seriously, the sickest thing in the world. Look at that. Waited my entire life for it. Doesn't Fingy Sport Liverpool? I've had my finger. I've just messaged me. So I accidentally blanked one of the most. I might call this a day. What else did I have to talk about? So how sad's this? I needed to make sure I did. Sugar bead, I thought, man. I needed to make sure I did like a long thing to drag out Thursday to the live chat. That's what I was doing. I was dragging out. No, I wasn't. Yeah, I can't. No, I wasn't. Was I? Yeah, because I was having a live chat on Thursday. Nah, to be honest. Nah, that's not. That was probably the start. That was the truth. Is UFC on now? Yeah, but I can't watch that. It's a thingy card. It's why have you got in here asking questions? We've had. This has not been a live chat comment thing. This has been me being upset about my dog and saying how much how sick a dog he was. Can you believe I paid more for him to be black? Black Bobby, man. Black Bobby was the dog. Yeah, I've lost my dog twice. What if this is a third Bobby? Don't say that'd be sad, man. If I've got a third Bobby, like after attack Bobby, and he's like a terrible version, and then I have to mourn fucking. I think do you know what? Bobby's that mad. Anyone who's met Bobby, I think he will be all right. I think he'll be a bit anxious at first and a bit thingy, and I think within a few months of just being fucking loved and that, he'll be fine. He loves dogs too much. He loves dogs. He'll just forget. Maybe he's like me, and he just forgives everything and forgets everything. And if you give it enough time, he just forgets. Hopefully, he's like his owner, because I forget everything, but I will never forget the guy who had the fucking dog. Let me tell you right now. Right, Bobby is the best thing that ever happened to me. He's the best dog in the world. Score prediction for tomorrow: 2-1 Newcastle. Right, I'm off. Goodbye, all.